talking about?
Yeah, but we all know tomatoes aren't poisonous.
Is that what we're taking from the story? Is that the moral of the story? Don't believe these people that I'd never heard of before. What are you talking about, Carl?
I think it's a bit weird.
It's a bit weird, yeah.
It's the same people that were spreading their...
My hangover's coming back. I've got to get some water. Play a record that was rubbish.
I'm eating. Eh?
I'm eating.
So am I. Carl, you have to carry on.
Right, yeah.
We're all eating.
Those crisps, big crisps.
So last week, yeah, you were playing your feature, that song I shouldn't switch off because I'm enjoying the story.
Yeah.
And we played Living for the City, only you played the single mix, which doesn't have the entire second act, if you will.
Yeah.
So, Carl, you've not heard it before.
You're excited before.
You're excited to hear the second act, because as far as you're aware, there was a young guy, he's living with his family, they're fairly impoverished in Mississippi, but, you know, they're happy, they're getting on alright. But you're not even aware that he's moving to the big city.
No, it just fades out.
Well, that's the city in question.
I mean, I've liked this song for, must be, 3 or 4 years, and I've always listened to the single version. I had no idea that I didn't know the full story. So,
yeah. It's not, I mean, and I know your attention to detail, you like to know the full story, like, where everything was.
Well, the whole idea of the feature is to say, you've got to listen to the song.
Where was the lead plate thing? Where was the lead plate thing?
That was like a few years back.
Where was it?
In Britain and Scotland.
Yeah.
It was a problem all over the world. They had to deal with it.
You're making it up now.
Is it something you saw in Lord of the Rings?
Right, so anyway.
Yeah. So the Lion and the Witch, go on.
Go on.
So far then, what did we learn in this story from
We learned so far from Stevie that there's a young lad, he's, as I say, he's got a family, he's fairly happy, except they're very poor, and they struggle to get by, but they're happy and they're doing it anyway. He's moving to the big city. Carl, this is the bit you didn't realise. Just play the track.
Okay, here we go. So this is halfway through.
This is halfway through the tune now. This is, you've not heard this before, have you?
Let's go.
Sorry, we accidentally played an episode of Kojak. By mistake. We were going to play a song.
Carl, what did you make of that then?
Yeah, what's happening there then?
Eh? He was living with his family, he was fairly impoverished.
He's moved to the bus he was on, was it?
Right, so
what's your take on it, Carl?
After hearing that, what I've worked out by it, the first part that we heard last week, everything's alright, but it's not that great living in Mississippi, right? So he goes, I'm going to go to New York. There's plenty of work there.
Yeah.
They'll sort of accept me as, and everything. So he goes there, and the weird thing is, he's hardly, been in New York for a second. He gets on a bus, all of a sudden some cop is arresting him. He's like, what's going on? And then he's got 10 years. I mean, what you can't hear, because the levels are quite bad. I mean, I work with sound. I can't really hear what's going on.
You're criticising Stevie Wonder,
I'm sort of guessing that he didn't pay his bus fare or something. And
10 years.
He got 10 years for that.
I really don't know what was going on.
Right. But you're not happy because obviously it's quite dangerous.
Do you think Stevie Wonder left out some vital ingredients in the story in your education? Like where it was, or at least he got where it was. You can tell what year it is. It's right in the mid-70s there. That funky New York 70s sound.
Right.
Yeah.
You're pretty disappointed, aren't you? You're pretty worried.
So what went on?
Yeah. You're aware, Carl, that because that shows quite a bad image of New York. It's quite an intolerant city, by all accounts. They arrested a guy.
But it is quite
seemingly
bad,
for being black.
That's one song where you should know in New York. Killing a Georgie Rod Stewart. That lad, he was doing alright in Scotland and said, I'm going to go to the big city. He got done in.
Yeah.
Seems to me it's that you don't go there if you've got problems. Don't think New York's the answer.
Right.
Oh, hold on. Yeah. So what you're saying that if you're a bit fed up with your life, but you live with your mum and she's really nice and you got friends and life's not that bad.
Yeah.
Don't go and be murdered, or what? What are you saying? Don't go and be murdered.
Well,
Don't go and what? Go on.
Leave home, but don't go to New York.
Right.
There's other places.
Where would you go? Sheffield?
Well, don't know, but
yeah.
But you're a little mank lad, weren't you? You're in your garden. We had your train set. Your brother blew up. There was a horse next door, and you thought, I want to go to London. So, do you know what I mean? You're like that.
Yeah, but
you're in many ways like the fella in that song, and like Georgie.
No, because
in many ways you are a bit like Georgie, aren't you?
I had a car, so
no, are you a little bit like Georgie in many ways?
I didn't get on a bus. I had a car, so I wasn't going to have the problem he had for a start.
Right.
But I mean, I suppose there's loads of things you can look at that story and take out of it. That's what I like about the feature, right?
What?
So
That's what you like about the feature.
the feature that we're doing.
Oh, right.
That song's got a good story.
If you
in
had a
it.
time machine, where would you go? What year would you go? Would you
Probably the 60s.
go? Okay, would you go forward at all? What's your favourite year in the future?
No, I don't know.
If someone could tell your future to you, if
I
someone
wouldn't do
could,
it, wouldn't do it.
you wouldn't want to know.
No.
You wouldn't, straight away, you knew. Straight away, there was no hesitation.
Yeah.
You've thought about this, haven't you?
No.
You've thought to
Okay.
yourself, if someone could reveal my future,
Carl,
you're not gonna know.
you've got to do one of these things, right? You know, like Quantum Leap, like a fella in Quantum Leap. What's his name?
I forget his name, but yeah.
Yeah, and you've got a little fella with Hal, and he's telling you that, right? Would you rather go back, and you go into someone's body, would you rather go back, you could go back to be, a donkey that's carrying Mary to Bethlehem. You could, be a Saigon prostitute in 1975. All those GIs queuing up.
Think about it.
Or you could be Moby Dick.
Which of those would you be, Carl? Think about it.
Probably Moby Dick's the best option, isn't it?
Okay.
So that's
What work have we got?
Play a tune, Carl. After this, we need to educate Ricky for the final time.
final time educating Ricky.
We've still got to give away these tickets to DJ Shadow, and we've got to give the answers to your
Oh,
magnificent
we've only got a quarter
competition.
now. It's not enough time in this show. It's packed.
Race for the prize from the Flaming Lips. Competition answer time, is it, Carl?
Yeah, we did this like about an hour ago.
Rockbusters. With
Rockbusters.
Carl Pilkington.
Yeah, I gave you some initials. The initials sort of made up a band. We had LR, we had NS, we had FL.
well, give us the clues. Give us the clues and the answers.
What's it, what?
Right, so LR, the clue was, I'll take that book to the toilet with me.
What's
the
the
answer?
answer?
Lou Reed.
Lou Reed.
Good.
That's very good. That's very good, Carl. Well done.
Right,
then.
okay, next one. FL, blow the candles out before you eat the cake. Yeah, we just play them. Flaming Lips.
There we are.
Okay, and wash up in something shaped like this.
Yeah.
That was NSYNC. Yeah.
NSYNC.
NSYNC, it'd be a bit...
NSYNC.
If you had a sink, you wash up in a sink
Yeah.
shaped like an N, you'd be like, oh, have I got everything out? So-
Has anyone got one? Wow.
Right,
Well,
so...
no, there are right answers, I have to say, Carl. You've done very well. It was an enormous response. I'm just going to click on one of these emails randomly. I'm not even going to look. Who we got here? We've got... Kath Turner is the winner. Kath Turner gets those great DVDs and CDs, including
watching Children of the Corn tonight.
Children of the Corn.
She was going out, but I imagine she's going to phone a few friends and say, I can't come out, I'm ill. They go, you're not watching Children of the Corn. I go, no.
And we've learnt as well that there are about 5 other sequels to Children of the Corn, so maybe we'll give those away consecutive
Brilliant.
weeks.
What else have we got to do? Have we got anything else to do? Quick, Carl, what would you rather be, a tree frog or a tree crab? Quick. What would you rather be?
Straight away.
Tree frog or a tree crab?
Tree frog.
Why?
Don't know what one is, you just said pick one quick.
A tree frog or a tree crab? What would you rather be, a tree frog, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, what would you rather be, a tick or a leech? They both suck blood, there's not a lot in it.
Leech.
Go on. Why?
Because I heard they've got, I was reading about them yesterday, they've got 300 teeth, and what they do is, if they get on you, right, and you didn't get it off with a match or anything, it would stay there, and it eat 5 times the amount of blood to make it 5 times bigger than the size of itself.
Oh, you're a scientist!
And then it'll just go, oh, I've had enough, and it falls off.
Okay.
Naturally.
What would you rather be, a puppy or a kitten?
Kitten.
Why?
Just look better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some great adverts there on XFM.
I enjoyed them.
100.9.
Absolutely. We have to give away these 3 pairs. We have to give these away, Rick.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
got 3 pairs of
I
DJ
know, but
Shadows.
this turn up with this
and
is
just not
so
enough time.
jam-packed. I think we've planned too much for this
We
show.
have indeed.
Next week, I think we have a little bit flabbier next week.
Rick,
Do less.
Rick, can we chill out next week, please?
Yeah. Go on then.
So yeah, any ideas, guys? Any questions? Sort of DJ Shadow related questions? Any Shadow,
Shadow.
or DJ questions? Carl, any ideas
What does
there?
the word DJ mean?
Yeah, it's too easy.
It's
I'll tell you something I do know,
Go on.
right? But I can't really get a question out of it.
Go on. Just tell us.
There's a shadow somewhere.
It's already pretty good, isn't it?
I'm loving it
No,
already.
right, there's a shadow, I think it was in America,
Yeah.
and it's on a quiet road. I'm guessing somewhere like Boston, that's what I imagine.
Okay,
Right.
no.
Somewhere like Boston, and people at night used to see this shadow moving about, and they'd go, what's that? Right? And it got known, the town, the little local town got known for this shadow, but it didn't cause any problems. People
What are you
used-
talking about?
It was
Just
like,
you lost me.
What are you talking
no,
about?
do you know like some places get famous, like Scotland's got the Loch Ness Monster and that, but it
Ah,
doesn't
go
cause
on,
any.
yeah.
But it doesn't cause any problems.
Doesn't exist, go on.
Right, so there's this shadow walking about on the road.
What do you mean? No, what's he again? Rubbish.
Right, so he's walking
Nonsense.
about.
Where did you read this? Where did you
He's
see
walking
this?
about. This was on the internet, and
Oh,
I'm sure,
sorry. Sorry. I thought it was shite. I didn't know it was on the internet.
right. So this shadow is moving about, and
Independently of an object.
yeah, and the local mayor and that is like, yeah, it's a bit weird, but it's not harming anyone.
Ah, the mayor involved.
Was he elected to that post?
Hey, mayor, we got a problem down here. Seems like a shadow. Well, it's not causing any work. No, it's
Is this
just.
causing any problems?
Yeah, go on.
But that's the thing. It was left for years, and then it did start causing problems.
I see, that's it. If you leave these shadows to go unchecked, Rick, they go crazy.
Yeah.
You let them run amok in the
Yeah.
city.
Yeah.
You've got to stand
What
around
did it do?
on
What did it
roaming
do?
shadows.
What did the shadow do?
It was pushing people off the bikes.
It was what?
It was pushing people off the bikes.
Oh,
I'll find out more for that next week. Right, that'll tease
oh,
them.
you're a maniac.
We'll do more on that. We haven't had time for
Please
education.
never have children.
Right, listen.
Just promise me now you'll never have kids.
We haven't got time. now
Okay,
for-
listen. All right, DJ Shadow, have we got time for to give these tickets away?
Yeah, if they just call up, we'll.
No, I'll tell you what. I've got a question. Right?
Go on.
Where does Carl think this may have taken place? If you've been listening to the show, where do you think this evil shadow has been running amok? Let us know. The number, Carl?
08 700 800 1234. So,
Excellent.
but that's it. We are actually out of time.
We are indeed.
now.
Have I got time for a song for ladies?
It's a bit tight. I was
Why?
told to finish
It's
now.
5:02.
I know, but we've got to get finished early today. So
Why?
just because we have, and we're wasting more time talking about why we have to.
Oh, this is pathetic.
So they call up. Where did they see the ghost?
Yeah.
And you've got to pick the tickets up from reception. You can go tonight, see DJ Shadow. That's
Shoddy.
it.
This
Right?
is shoddy.
Right. See you then.
Doves, Caught by the River on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Carl Pilkington, doing the button stuff. Actually becoming a little bit of a producer.
Carl,
He's put a
yeah.
bit of work in, hasn't he? He's come up with a few games, and we made him. He's getting a bit stressed when we shout at him because the mics don't work or it's hanging off. It was too hot in here. He couldn't get the thing working last week. I mean, I really would throw this studio away and get a real one.
Yeah. Well, I'd get one of those ones you can buy for like tenner from Argos.
Argos, yeah, like Bon Tempe. My first studio.
My first
With a little
broadcasting
picture
studio.
of Carl on it. Yeah.
Exactly. That'd be great product placement.
What have you got this week for us, Carl? Because again, we've put very. I said I would put. I'm not hungover, but I put nothing into
Rick, have
it.
you done any work for this week's show?
No.
None whatsoever? No.
Okay, Carl, what have you got? What have you got? Quick. Keep them. It's 5 past. They're turning over already. They're finding other things.
what have you come up with?
There's
Right.
melon stew. There's everything. Well, go on.
We've got after the success of last week, Rockbusters.
Okay.
We're doing that again.
Sorry, were you on the same show as us?
I thought it went all right last week.
Yeah.
okay.
good.
Right, so we'll be doing that. Got some nice prizes, which.
Oh, what prize? How much films have you got? Have you got?
Don't tell them yet. Don't tell
No,
them.
I'll tell you what. If it's Children of the Corn 2, then can I enter this competition?
There you go.
What is that?
He's got some different prizes. Maybe I should just tease the audience with those a bit later, Rick, because there's some exciting stuff there.
It's going to be amazing. Yeah.
Right, so
I don't
let's-
want to give too much away, Rick, but one of them is a copy of The Office on DVD.
Is anything like maybe Burt Reynolds' straight-to-video film? Is any of those in
Sadly,
there?
nothing quite as classy.
Fist.
Yeah.
Right,
Oh,
so
go on.
we've got that lot to give away.
Yeah.
Educating Ricky, where I teach us stuff.
Because you taught me that people used to eat tomatoes off lead plates in the land of Narnia last week,
that's
which was
what we learned
good.
last week.
Yeah.
No, what
Is
was-
it only tomatoes they ate off the lead plates, by the way? Why didn't they think other fruits and vegetables were poisonous?
No, it wasn't. It was because tomatoes had acid in them. That was the problem. You see, you don't listen, right?
Well, lots of fruits have acid in them.
Yeah, but they didn't eat them back then. they didn't have bloody kiwi fruit and stuff. Did
Don't
they
say
back then?
bloody. You're a producer. You'll start saying shit and cock and stuff. You start saying bloody
Tits.
Play the
hang on, right, and...
Go on, play the mock...
keep him hooked, right?
Yeah.
We've still got Song with a Story in it.
Yeah. You don't want to play Babushka, do you? He doesn't like the idea of Babushka. I told him that was a story, and he doesn't like it. Devil went down to Georgia, someone sent in. You know, he's looking for a soul to steal.
Yeah.
Doesn't like it. Why don't you like that?
Do you know the song?
Not particularly.
Right, it's a song about a lad who goes into a pub on a normal night, and
it's in sort of the deep south of America, New Orleans, something like that. It's you know, it's not the old Kent Road.
Right, okay.
he
Go on.
goes into a pub. There's a devil in there. He's getting a bit cocky. He's had a bit to drink, and he's saying, "Do you want to sort of gamble your soul away with me, and we'll see who's best at playing the violin."
Yeah.
And I think the lad wins in the end, but it's not real enough. Whereas the one...
What? Not like the Shadow that got fed up and started pushing kids off bikes?
Rick, I think you're
In
referring
Boston.
to stuff that no one made sense of last week.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think we should refer to last week.
Let's play Mock Turtles. Can you dig it? And then we'll come back and we'll talk about that.
I've come to the conclusion, Rick, we should never refer to stuff Carl said in the past, because it would just take too long to explain.
Okay, alright, that's fair enough. Mock Turtles. Can you dig it?
Indeed.
What I've done there is I've taken the title and I've done it like I'm talking to someone.
Sure.
XFM 104.9, I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Carl Pilkington.
So, Carl, how excited are you about Ricky's celebrity boxing match? Are you going to be there? Are you going to come along? Are you aware of this? You're aware of all this? aren't you?
Yeah, I've heard about
We can't name the opponent
when
because that
it
should be a
is.
surprise. But anyway, it's for a charity. It's a charity boxing match.
Yeah.
And
I always wanted to beat someone up for charity.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a good cause.
But the thing about Ricky is, I mean, I don't know if you're aware of this, Carl, but Ricky's one of these men who, you know, he doesn't mind sort of, you know, making a fool of himself on the telly and being funny and stuff, but if people said to him, right, you can either be Britain's funniest man, universally agreed that you're the funniest man in Britain, or you could, like, beat some gangsters up in a pub, he would go that, oh, please, just let me beat people up in a pub, and maybe like an old man's being hassled, like, by some street youths, and you come in and, like, smash some bottles over their heads and sort of sort it out.
Against the odds, though.
Against the odds, yeah, there's about 5 of them against you.
Sure.
So, because he's got this kind of...
Get to the point, come on.
Well, the point is, he quite likes the idea of being sort of macho, and you know what I mean, and kind of a tough guy, you know, because he grew up in a rough...
like boxing.
Yeah, but you'd love the idea of people going, don't mess with Ricky Gervais.
I'll
If
tell you
someone said,
what,
don't mess
if I
with
was
Ricky Gervais, that would be exciting, wouldn't it? Never mess with Ricky Gervais, he will destroy you. That's what you'd love.
Go on.
Because you used to do karate, didn't you? You were a karate...
Oh, I used to go, yeah.
Didn't you get all the way up to white belt?
No, I was one away from black, and then I stopped, because that's where I started working there.
Oh, yeah,
See?
one step away from black.
Oh, was it? Really? Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, I was chatting to him last night in the pub, because, obviously the boxing match is in about 5 weeks' time, I think, isn't it?
Yeah,
And, anyway, he, was sat there, Carl, I don't know if you know this about Ricky, but, he's taken to smoking cigars.
No, I do.
Are you aware of this?
I had the occasional one.
He got a cigar, he got like a Monte Cristo out of his pocket, it was ludicrous. He looked like George Papard from the A-Team, was it? It was pathetic, and he was drinking Guinness. And I was saying to him, but aren't you doing a boxing match soon? And,
I'm starting training yet. I'm starting training next week.
You're not concerned that it's gonna have an impact? Well, I mean, what I'm saying is, you know, like, the boxers, they normally put in some effort and stuff.
Like years of training.
Yeah, I mean, what, you know what I mean?
Getting up at 5:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you reminded me of Frank Bruno when he was preparing for Panto. Not when he was...
I don't think he even smoked then, did he?
No.
And drank. No.
So I don't... what's your thinking, Rick? Because you know you're gonna get your face pummeled. You know that... I mean, they're gonna destroy you. You haven't got a chance.
That's why I left it this long, so I definitely lost my looks.
But you haven't got a chance.
You're having a laugh.
Have you ever been taken a punch to the face?
Sorry, listen, sorry.
But I'm genuinely concerned.
Is this sort of psychological training? Because...
No, it's not psychological training, it's a warning. I've spoken to your friends and your loved ones, and they all agree. We've got a petition going. We're sending it to the BBC. Please do not let this man box. Anyone else, please. But they're gonna beat you. Seriously, I mean, have you ever had a punch, like a boxing glove, in the face?
No.
I think you should let us punch you next week live on the show.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
No, because because you've got to get used to it. Because I think you're gonna either, cry, just start crying uncontrollably, or just run away. You'll just run away. You'll just climb out the ring and run off.
Yeah, this is the same tactic Ali used against Foreman in Rumble in the Jungle.
But I just...
Oh, dear.
Because I think a boxing glove... Because I know you're wearing, like, huge... Aren't you wearing, like, huge kind of foam boxing
No, we're not, no, we're not. We're using, normal, amateur ones.
Are you wearing boxing gloves like those ones they used to have on Gladiators? And everyone bites the dust. Those big foam gloves. You just slap each other in the
neck
face.
braces.
Yeah, exactly.
and a big sumo suit. So I should be okay.
Do you get to, you get some kind of head protection, do you? Do you get some head-
Yeah, it's amateur. It's amateur, so it's...
It's amateur, you say?
No, I mean...
So it's not, there's no title
No,
here,
no,
there's
no,
belt.
no, I mean, I think the amateur is head guards, vest, and, 16-ounce gloves or something, as opposed to professional.